Welcome to Align and Elevate. Love who you are. A show where I can be me and you can be you. Let's get started. Welcome to this episode of Align and Elevate. I know it's been a little while, but I do have something I want to talk about that's been coming up lately, and it's about how to move forward in your life and maybe what's going on and what's the reason why you're not able to move forward in life. And so, what that really looks like is about your nervous system. And more things I've been reading lately are coming out with how psychologists are understanding this on a different level. And I am definitely not a psychologist, so we're just talking here, and I'm just bringing something to your awareness. As you know, my whole goal in life is to expand my consciousness. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So, feeling safe is the gateway to how you change your life. When people feel unmotivated or lazy or blocked, it is actually something that's happening in the nervous system that never received the signal that it is safe to evolve into something else. And so I'm going to be looking at this through the lens of MBSA, which is mind, body, spirit alignment. So our safety is in our root, which is in our pelvis, in our legs, in our feet. That's where that tends to live. But you also have the survival mechanism part of the brain as well. So that's what gets triggered when you're feeling these things. So when our nervous system as a whole does not feel safe, it's going to prioritize survival over growing. And so if survival mode in the brain focuses on protecting yourself, scanning the areas for threats, repeating old patterns, and what happens is this can create a subconscious loop because things that are familiar to us equal safety in our nervous system's operation, let's say. So even if it's an unhealthy pattern, the nervous system will still say, this is better than trying something new that I'm not familiar with. So that's why people can know on one level that something is wrong or that it needs to change, but don't know how to change it. And it's literally their body is just protecting them. And so what we can do is start to pull that part a little bit, pull it apart, let's say. So the nervous system piece is the most important part that we have to look at first. There's basically two dominant states that the nervous system will live in, either dysregulated survival mode or regulated safe mode. So the dysregulated mode looks like this. These signs might be really tight muscles, might be shallow breathing, racing mind, emotional reactivity, fatigue or shutdown, repeating the same life patterns. So in this state, the brain will loop familiar programs because it's predictable. It feels safe. It doesn't want change, even when the change feels like it would be a positive step. So the regulated safe mode is when the body receives the signal and feels like it's safe right now in this moment. That will look like slower breathing, deeper breathing. The shoulders and the jaw are relaxed. Clearer thinking, you're more focused, you have creativity flowing, you feel open, you feel lighter in your body, and intuition becomes more accessible. And this is the state that we want to be in, where we will have the chance to evolve a little bit and change our belief systems and our frequency on some level. So this is what we are striving for when we can say, okay, I'm ready to explore something new. And we have all felt those two states. It's what state do you feel like you're operating in more of the time, is what I would say. You know, if you feel like you're safe enough to do stuff for several weeks, let's say, and then something comes along and triggers you and worries you and you get stressed out over it, you're going to jump back into that dysregulated state. That is completely normal. It's going to happen. But slowly, over time, when you begin to do this kind of deeper inner work, is what I call it. People call it shadow work. Whatever you want to call it, it's when you go within and figure out things about yourself. This is not about anyone else. You'll begin to recognize those two states a little more clearly in your life and be able to stay in the regulated mode more often of your life. And that is the actual goal here. So why does this matter for consciousness expansion? This is the part that I really like to talk about. This is where you can really become a whole new person. We cannot elevate our consciousness while the body thinks it's in danger. The body must feel safe enough to open. The mind working alone does not break that loop. The body has to experience the feeling of safety first. And that is why we do the body work, the fascial release. We do breath work. You can do energy alignment. You can do sound baths. You can do toning, tapping. You can do using, can't think of the name of it off the top of my head all of a second. People use tuning forks. You can listen to self-radio frequencies. So any of those things, stretching, getting massages, although a regular massage is not going to get you there. You have to work really on the fascial system, in my opinion. And so once you do some of those things, the nervous system will finally see a new signal about feeling more safe. And so from an MBSA lens, we first ask the mind to recognize the loops and the stories that it's being told. Then you're asking the body to release that stored tension and the signals of danger. And then we're asking spirit to reconnect to the deeper truth that we are supported and aligned within ourselves. So when all of those things come together and align, the nervous system will reset itself. And that is when you can feel like you're moving forward in life again and not being stuck or unmotivated or blah, is what I call it. Medical term, blah. So what I'd like to do is take us through a very short meditation to help you begin to realize these things. So let's take a moment, come together, remember what safety is going to feel like in your body. So if you will just gently close your eyes, if that feels comfortable. Obviously, if you're operating machinery, do not do this meditation. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose Gently exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale, slow. Exhale fully. Let your shoulders soften. The jaw softens as well. Bring your attention to the body, your body as it's sitting in the chair or laying down, whatever surface it's on. Notice the feeling of being supported under you. Feeling of your feet on the floor, by the earth that's beneath where you're sitting, or maybe you're actually on the earth, which is even better. Don't hold yourself. Let your body melt into wherever it is. Take another slow, deep breath in. Out. Imagine that your nervous system is receiving the message that right now, in this moment, I am safe. Nothing you need to solve. Nothing to prove. Nothing to fix. Just breathing. Let your belly soften. Allow the chest to expand on your next inhale. And collapse on your next exhale. Notice the quiet that begins to appear when the body realizes it is relaxed. This is what a nervous system that is regulated begins to feel like. I call it the 0 point. When you're in that liminal space, when you're truly within your body, letting go of the outside world, being at peace. It's a feeling of being settled. Take one more slow breath in, out. You can gently open your eyes. And I want you to practice just this little thing we did that just took a few minutes. And it can actually happen even faster than that. It can happen with a 2 or 3 breath cycle. But I want you to be aware to breathe in through your nose for at least a count of 4 and a releasing through your mouth of a count of 6. And truly blow the air out. Don't just let it seep out. One of the things I notice people do is they hold the breath longer than the out breath. And you're literally releasing the carbon dioxide out of your body. And sometimes that needs to be done more forcefully. And you're also releasing that tension. You're releasing what no longer serves you. When you're breathing in, we're breathing in the light of God there. We're breathing in life. Because without it, you're dead. So breathe in, let out everything you don't need anymore. So this is just something I wanted to bring into your awareness. I've got a little image up here for you to look at that kind of moves you through the different areas that we just moved through. I hope this will allow you to move forward a little bit in your life and expand your consciousness and awareness to bring something new into your life. Yeah. So thank y'all so much for listening. Please reach out to me. There's multiple ways to do that, but probably the best way is through my website, melanieking.me. You can find me on Facebook, melanieking.mbsa. I am working with people online now, so you don't have to be in Texas to check in with me. Yeah, so I'm happy to help when you're ready. Y'all have a wonderful day, and be sure to love who you are, and this will help you align and elevate.